What is going on, everybody? We are live for tonight's keyword research webinar. By the end of this webinar, you guys are gonna know exactly how the top 1% of Amazon sellers do their keyword research and find the best keywords so they rank well for their products and know the best keywords for their PPC bids. So before we get started, go ahead and drop in the chat box where you guys are tuning in from. It's really fun for me and everyone else to see. I see we have Milan from the Bay Area, Frank from Florida, tuning in from all over the place. So it's gonna be a really fun webinar. Whoever sticks around to the end, we're gonna give you an ebook to show you how to do keyword research as well as 25 top selling product ideas. So you're gonna wanna stick around to the very end, all right? And with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and not waste any time and get started. One of the big benefits of tuning in live is I am looking at the chat box right here so I can see what you guys are saying. So let me know if you have any questions for me. I may or may not answer the questions during the webinar, but if we have time at the end, I'm gonna answer as many questions as I can, all right? So that being said, we're gonna go ahead and get started. So like I said, by the end of this webinar, you are gonna know how the top 1% of Amazon sellers are doing their keyword research, okay? And today is the launch of our Keyword Scout tool, which is inside of the Jungle Scout web app. So throughout this webinar, I'm gonna be demonstrating a little bit to you guys about how to use that particular tool. All right, and like I mentioned earlier, if you stay till the end, we're gonna give you a ebook with 25 customer-ready product ideas, all right? And that goes out to everyone who stays all the way to the end. And if you're interested in the tools that we're using to do this keyword research, we're gonna give you an exclusive offer to do so, all right? Before we dig into the tactical actions of how to do this keyword research and how to do this keyword research well, let's just step back and do a 500-foot overview real quickly on why keyword research is important, all right? So the really important thing about Amazon that everyone needs to understand is 99.9% of shoppers on Amazon, they go there and they type in the search box what they're looking for, okay? They're not flipping through a catalog. Those days are past. Only a very rare minority of the Amazon shoppers go to like the bestsellers page or any of those other ones, right? What customers do is they go to Amazon, they type in what they're looking for. So it's very important that you understand what the customers are typing into the search box. And those are the keywords that you're using in your listing as well as your PPC bids, okay? You also need to understand which keywords you want to be bidding on for your headline search ads as well as PPC bids, your PPC or your sponsored product ads, okay? And we're gonna show you exactly how to find what the suggested bids for those particular products are. It's also great to know what your competitors are using for their keywords, because if your competitors are doing really well, you're gonna wanna mimic the tactics that they're using, okay? And just one last thought here, this isn't a one-time deal either, okay? We want to be continuously optimizing our listing and continuously making our listing better over time. So we need to keep that in mind whenever we're selling. So the tool that I'm going to be using tonight to do our keyword research is called Keyword Scout. And today is the official launch day of the Keyword Scout. Keyword Scout lives inside of the Jungle Scout web app and is included for all existing Jungle Scout members. And like I said, if you stay till the end, I'll hook you guys. If you're not an existing Jungle Scout web app member, I'm gonna hook you guys up with a special deal, okay? And if you can't tell, I'm very, very excited about this particular product. We have not released anything this cool in a really long time, and I'm so stoked of how well it turned out and really how powerful it is for Amazon sellers, okay? So I mean, by using this, we can really understand what the customers are searching for. The data that we're giving you, the search volume data that we're giving you is actually from Amazon, okay? And that is a really powerful thing. I'm gonna talk about that a little bit more later. But again, if we're thinking about more of like why we're doing this keyword research, we wanna understand what these PPC bids are. We wanna understand what these HSA bids are. We wanna make sure that we have the best listing, that it's optimized so that these people searching for these products are finding our listings. One other really powerful thing about Keyword Scout is it's also gonna show you misspellings. So that means like when people are typing things in the search bar and it's misspelled, Amazon is supposed to correct for those, but they don't always do so. So we're going to want to include those misspellings in our listing as well. Now, Keyword Scout is not the only keyword research tool on the market. There's lots of them. However, Keyword Scout is easily the best. And of course, I'm a little bit biased, but I've been using these other keyword research tools for a long time. And the reason we ended up building our own is just because we were frustrated with the other ones. If you look back at some of our old content, you'll see that we do things like using the Google Search Console, or we use keywordtool.io, or we use one of the really popular ones in the Amazon space is Merchant Words. But these are some of the things that make ours so much more powerful than anyone else out there, okay? So like I said, the search volume data that we're gonna be displaying to you comes directly from Amazon. Now, I don't want to bash on some of the competitors, but pretty much everyone else is using like Bing data or Google data or whatever else, and they're trying to like convert it to work for Amazon. But the unfortunate thing is that you can't do that well. The search intent of Google, people on Google or on Bing or whatever else, is very different than on Amazon. And the search volume data shows that, okay? Like people are going to Google to search for like how to change my oil filter and things like that. You can't just like apply a factor to that and estimate that for Amazon. That's not really how it works. So our data is legitimately straight from Amazon. And for anyone who doesn't believe me, try this. For your products that you're selling on Amazon, choose one keyword and make sure that you have the winning bid for that keyword. So bid like $10. Let it run for a month and then see how many impressions that you get. It's important that it's exact match, and it's important that you don't include impressions on page listings because those aren't really searches. But what you'll find if you compare that is that I'm not BSing you. This really is legit Amazon search data, which is one of the things that makes it so powerful. Okay, so that's one thing. And if it was only that thing, this would already be the most powerful tool on the market. But there's some other things that make it better. One of the other frustrations that I and my team had is when you inputted a seed keyword, so like your search keyword, okay? The results that a lot of these other tools give you back are usually like pretty poor. So if I enter, a lot of you guys know I sell marshmallow sticks. As you guys know, if you search for like marshmallow sticks on a lot of these other tools, they try to show you like marshmallow sticks 36 inches, marshmallow sticks long, bamboo marshmallow sticks, whatever else. But all of the keyword results that they give you have marshmallow sticks in the word. And that's fine. I mean, it's helpful to know some of these other ones. But the thing about it is, I could have just bidded for that word marshmallow sticks on broad match and I would have shown up for all those. So I didn't get any other keyword ideas from that, right? But Keyword Scout is different. What Keyword Scout does is it gives you other relevant keywords. So if I input marshmallow sticks, it's also going to tell me that you should bid, or that you should include camping accessories, fire pit tools, kids s'more gear, all these types of things. So it's smart enough to know all these other things that are relevant to marshmallow sticks, but don't actually include marshmallow sticks in the word. Of course, it will give you some words that include marshmallow sticks in it, but it will also give you all these other things. So that's been one of the huge pieces of feedback of the people who've been beta testing this, is that it's like, wow, I can't believe you were able to teach a computer to know that, these words are relevant to each other. So that makes it super powerful. Again, so if it was only those two things, it would easily be the best tool on the market. The third one is you can enter a seed keyword or an ASIN, okay? So if you enter a seed keyword like marshmallow sticks, like I said, it will give you camping gear, camping accessories, et cetera, et cetera. But you could also enter an ASIN. So you can enter one of your competitors' listings ASINs, and it will give you all of the keywords that they rank for. Now, there are other tools on the market that do this, but the popular one, or actually I think the only one, charges like $3 per search. So it gets very expensive very quickly. Whereas with Keyword Scout, you get unlimited searches included. So you can do 1 million searches. You can see all the keywords that the ASINs are ranking for, and you're not getting charged per search. Everything with Keyword Scout and with Jungle Scout's like unlimited searches. So that's really cool. We also give you the HSA, so that's the headline search ads, and the PPC suggested bids. And again, this data comes straight from Amazon, so you'll know what the cost is going to be of bidding on those particular keywords. So that's a really powerful thing. Of course, I was really surprised to see some of these, for some terms like diapers, like Pampers or some of these other like big names were bidding like $39 for some of these HSA bids, okay? That is really valuable information to know and to understand before you go into a particular market. So this not only helps you for building out your listing and optimizing your PPC and everything else, but also helps you with your product research, which is really powerful. And one other really valuable piece of information that we're gonna give you guys is the recommended giveaway to rank for that keyword. So this is something everyone always wants to know. Again, if I wanna rank my jungle sticks for marshmallow sticks, how many units am I gonna have to give away? So that's like, how many units do I have to do a promotion for? And we give you that value. Now, this is an estimated value. We're using our models, our algorithms to calculate this. However, through one of our sister tools, JumpSend, we have a good understanding of what it takes to rank for these particular keywords. So this is very valuable data for you guys. Carl, I see you asking what's HSA. HSA are headline search ads. So those are the banners you see at the top of searches that have like 3 products listed on them, okay? So those bidding on HSA ads is different than your normal PPC ads. So once you find all these keywords, and I'm gonna show you guys exactly, we're gonna do some examples together. We're gonna go through these to find what keywords I want for my listing. But a lot of people ask, like, where should I put my most important keywords? Like, where's the most important part and where's the least important area? By far, all data points to the title being the most important field for your keywords, okay? So whatever my most important keywords are, so whichever ones are most relevant with the highest search volume, those are what I want to include in my title, and even more importantly, at the beginning of my title for my most valuable keyword, okay? So I'm gonna show you how to figure that out. Number 2, number 3, and number 4, it's hard to know which of these are most important. We're done a bunch of testing around it, and through our test, it seems like the back-end search terms carry the second heaviest amount of weight. And number 3 and number 4, they're actually about the same. Whether you put the keywords in your bullet points or the keywords in your description, it seems like Amazon weights those about the same. 2 other tips that I want to throw in here, because people are always asking this, there's no need to repeat keywords. Once you have the keyword in your listing anywhere in any of these spots, Amazon will index you for it. That doesn't mean they're going to rank you for it, because there's some other factors that go into that, and I can talk about some more of that a little bit later, but they will index you for it. It doesn't improve your rankings by including the same keyword like 10 times, all right? If you want to see whether or not you are ranked for a keyword, there's just a little tip that I want to throw in here real quick. You can just search in the Amazon search bar for your ASIN as well as the keyword, okay? So I would search my ASIN plus marshmallow sticks for my jungle sticks. And I'll show you an example of this real quickly, but if it shows up for that, then I'm indexed for it. If it says no results found, then I'm not indexed for it, all right? So with all that being said, let's go ahead and jump right into the demo. And before I do that, let me, just because you guys are probably curious, let me just show you real quick what I was talking about to see whether or not you're indexed for a particular keyword. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in here and find my jungle sticks. All right, I'm gonna copy the ASIN. All right, I'm just copying out that of the URL. And I'm gonna search for marshmallow and the ASIN, all right? And when I do that, you'll see that right here, I'm showing up for that particular keyword, right? If I was to search for towel, I'm not indexed for the keyword towel. I don't want to be. These are bamboo marshmallow sticks. So it says I found 0 results, all right? So that's just a quick little snippet of how to check to see if you're indexed for a particular keyword. But you guys are here to figure out how to do keyword research like the pros and figure out what the best keywords are for your particular listing, all right? So I'm gonna hop right in here into the Jungle Scout web app. And some of you guys are familiar with this, some of you guys aren't, but this product right here, this is called the Jungle Scout web app. It's a different product than the Jungle Scout extension. And inside the Jungle Scout web app, you know, you have the product tracker, the product database, all this kind of stuff. And the Keyword Scout's the newest added feature to that, and it's at the top right here, okay? So, like I said, you can either enter a seed keyword or a seed ASIN, all right? So let's start with a keyword, and let's pretend I'm doing my keyword research for one of the other products that we've publicly launched through our $1 million case study is the hooded baby towels, all right? So let me just go ahead and type that in, hooded baby towel. And this is you can see how quickly it returns the results. It does it like within a second. This is going to give you, all right, from this seed keyword, all of the related keywords to the seed keyword, all right? So Keyword Scout is smart enough to know that baby bath is associated with baby towels, okay? That it's smart enough to know that, like infant bathtubs associated with that. It's smart enough to know kids towels, bamboo towels, baby robe. These are all the types of keywords that a lot of other tools don't give you back. Let me show you another example just real quick. And if you want to drop in a few keywords into the chat box, I'm happy to do those examples for you guys as well. I'm going to do a few examples and then we'll walk through start to finish how I would do my keyword research if I was launching a brand new product, okay? So let's do marshmallow sticks. All right. And again, Keyword Scout is smart enough to know that skewers is related to marshmallow sticks, that s'mores kit, s'mores, fire pit accessories, all these types of things, fire pit grill. These are all the types of things that people would be searching for and potentially end up purchasing marshmallow sticks for, okay? Or they're gonna be searching for other terms, right? Like marshmallow skewers or s'mores sticks. These are all the types of things, that other people are searching for when in reality they're looking for my product. So what kind of data are we given here? We have the exact match and broad match search volume. And let me just explain to you real quickly what the difference of these two are. Exact match would be this exact phrase. So marshmallow roasting sticks or fire pit accessories. So there's 4,491 people on a monthly basis searching for this exact phrase right here, fire pit accessories. What's the difference between that and broad match? Broad match can also have additional words before, after, or in between the phrase, okay? So if someone searched for large fire pit accessories, that would show up as a broad match keyword search, okay? Or fire pit black accessories or whatever else, okay? So for broad match, it's okay for other keywords to be before, in between, or after them. Whereas exact match, they have to be searching for the exact phrase shown there, okay? Amazon does take into account misspellings. They're supposed to. They do a decent job of it, as well as whether it's plural or not, and they would include that in that particular term, okay? So we have exact match and broad match search volume. Again, this comes straight from Amazon itself, okay? It gives you the dominant category. So this is really helpful because if you're selling something like a glass, okay? Like glass or like pint glasses, what you don't want to show up or what you don't want to see is like eyeglasses, right? So what you can do is when you're searching for these, you could filter out, that would probably be like health and personal care. That's probably what eyeglasses would fall under. Whereas pint glasses, that would fall under like kitchen supplies. So that's one of the really powerful things. All right, so the dominant categories in there, the recommended giveaway, and again, this is we're recommending that it would take about 18 units per day of giveaways in order to rank in the top 2 or 3 spots within about a week or two, okay? So a lot of people ask that, like, oh, how many giveaways am I gonna need to rank well for that particular keyword? And that shows you right there. We also have the HSA bids, and again, those are the headline search ad bids. So for this one, it's $4.51. And then we give you the exact PPC bids, exact match PPC bids, and broad match PPC bids, okay? One of the other powerful things here is we give you a relevancy score. So we say, how relevant is this term to the seed keyword, okay? And this is based off of what customers end up purchasing when they search for that, okay? So something with a higher relevancy, marshmallow roasting sticks, it's much more likely that the customer would purchase, the higher the score, the more relevant it is, and the lower the score is, the less relevant it is, okay? So hopefully that makes sense. I see some questions in the chat box there of when it will be available for the other countries. Those are coming soon. They'll probably be available towards the end of this month or the beginning of next month. Right now, it just has all this information for the US, but the rest of them are only a few weeks away, okay? So all that information is coming soon. All right, so let's go ahead and just, let's see. Some Chris Becker said, can you try hammock straps? Sure. So we'll try hammock straps real quick. Something else I actually forgot to mention is the number of results that it gives back. We tested Keyword Scout against every competitor that we could find, and Keyword Scout gives you more search results and more relevant search results than any other tool we found. So, you know, try hammock straps on some other tool that you're testing out. No one else gives you 825 other results like we do, okay? So that's something else that's powerful. And again, if we look through this, you know, it knows that hammock straps are associated with all these things, right? Like Eno, I think that's a brand of hammock straps. I'm guessing Bear Butt is as well. I'm not that familiar with hammock straps, but same thing. Hammock rope, hammock hanging kit, Eagle Nest. I know that actually is a hammock company. So again, lots of keywords for it. All right. So let me walk you guys through start to finish how I would do my keyword research if I was looking, or if I was about to launch a new product, or if I was creating a new listing, or I just wanted to optimize one of the existing listings I had, all right? So a lot of you guys know I sell hooded baby towels. So I'm gonna go ahead and type that in, all right? Again, for this one, it actually gives us 2,200 different search results, all right? And right now we're sorting by the ones that have the highest search volume for exact match, all right? So I can look through here, you know, these are all the ones that I want. And I'm just gonna show you guys start to finish how I would do this, all right? So what I'd like to do, I would like to search for maybe 1, 2, maybe 3 terms that I think are relevant for my product. And what I usually find after that is I have a ton of keyword ideas, but there's still some that my competitors might be ranking well for that are a little bit weird that I don't have in my search results, all right? So I'm gonna start with this one right here. I put in hooded baby towels. It gave me a whole bunch of good results here. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna export this as a CSV. And then I just have Google Sheets open right here. You guys can use Excel, but this is free. And I find myself using Google Sheets more often now. And I'm just gonna select this inside of my computer, and I'm just going to import it, okay? And this is all the same information that was shown on the last page, but it's just shown in a nice tabular format, okay? So actually I'm not even gonna do another keyword. Instead, I'm just gonna try to find some of my competitors, all right? So let's see what else my competitors are ranking for. So I'm gonna do hooded baby towel. All right, let's try to take some of my top competitors. So this guy, he's the top ranked one. I'm gonna take their ASIN, and I'm just gonna, it's the same tool. It's, you know, there's no extra tool. I just, in my search bar, I'm putting that instead, all right? So I'm gonna search for that particular ASIN, and within a couple seconds, this is actually another nice thing about it. The only other tool I know in the market that does reverse ASIN searches, it sometimes takes like 5 minutes and you have to wait and wait and wait and then come back and check. All of this, like, I mean, you're seeing this in real time. It took like whatever it was, 1, maybe 2 seconds to figure all that out. And then these are all of the keywords that this individual product's ranking for, all right? Guys, I know there's a whole bunch of questions in the chat box. I'm gonna save most of these until the end, just because there's a lot coming in there. I won't be able to get through the presentation if I try to answer all of them right now, all right? So, all right, so I entered the ASIN of my competitor. They're ranking for 451 different keywords, which is actually pretty impressive. And we're able to, again, sort those by the highest search volume words, all right? So as you can go through here and you can see all these different keywords that this particular listing is ranking for, which again, this is really valuable to know what listings, or excuse me, what keywords your competitors are ranking for. And again, I'm just gonna export that. I'm gonna go in here and I am going to import this into Google Sheets, all right? All right, So now I have 2 spreadsheets worth of keywords, one of the all the keywords from hooded baby towel, and it tells you that right up here at the top, the search term was hooded baby towel. This one right here, I searched for this competitor's ASIN, and these are all the ones that they're ranking for. All right, let's go ahead and find one other competitor of mine. I'm just gonna search on this one because I know of it and they're pretty popular. And I'm gonna see what keywords they're ranking for. All right, so I type in their ASIN, and within a couple seconds, they're ranking for 507 keywords. And this is valuable because, look at that, this is my brand name, Jungle Snugs, and they're ranking for it. So this is what's pretty cool is you can see some of your competitors, like what the keywords that they're using to rank for, which a lot of times gives you brand new ideas, all right? So I'm scrolling through here. These are a whole bunch of good keywords. And one more time, I'm just gonna export this one. And now I've done that for 3 different ones. So just gonna import that into Google Sheets, all right? Now that I've done some pretty solid keyword research, only took me 1 or 2 minutes there, the next thing I want to try to figure out is what are my most important keywords, all right? I can do this, I usually do this 2 different ways, and then I kind of compare and see if the 2 ways match up quite a bit, all right? So the first way that I do this, I'm gonna take all these keywords, all right? And I use this free tool called Word Frequency Counter. If you just Google it, this is the first one that pops up. I'm gonna input these keywords into the Word Frequency Counter and see how many times that these particular, the individual words show up out of all the words, all right? So I'm copying and pasting these right into there, Word Frequency Counter. All right, I'm gonna hit submit. And 357 times the word baby showed up, 266 times towel, 186 times towels, 154 times hooded, all right? So it looks like the most important terms, and yes, the seed keyword I chose was hooded baby towel, and that's actually probably a little bit skewed because I've already been referring to my product as a hooded baby towel because I know is the most important one. But what you find a lot of times is people would be like, you would think the most important keyword for your product is something like kids robe with hood, all right? So that would be like your seed keyword would be like kids robe with hood. But then after you do this check, you'd be like, wait a second, people are referring to these as hooded towels and include the word baby. The next one after that is bath, all right? So I'm gonna go right back to here. I'm gonna type in hooded baby towel again. And now what I'm trying to do is, so I'm trying to first choose what I think is the most important keyword for my particular product. And that's the keyword that I want to use in the very front of my title, okay? So I'm gonna do this a combination of 2 ways. 1, the most frequently used words, and 2, whatever gets the most search volume on Amazon. And for this particular example, I'm actually instead gonna search for, or sort by the search volume for the broad match as opposed to the exact match, all right? So the single word hooded, but that's not too helpful. So baby bath, hooded towel, baby towel, baby bathtub, baby washcloth. The product that I'm selling, it's not a bathtub, it's not a washcloth. It is for babies, it is for baths. It's a towel and it's hooded, all right? So let's say like hooded baby bath towel, according to what gets the most search volume. And if I look at my word frequency counter, hooded baby bath towel, same type of thing, okay? And you can see these are significantly more popular out of all the search results that like my competitors are ranking well for. So that's what I would want to use, okay? So what did I say there? Hooded baby bath towel. So the start of my listing would be hooded baby bath towel. And then I would want to make sure to also include all of these keywords, especially the ones that showed up let's say more than 2 or 3 times, all right? So I would want to make sure to include other places either in my title or in my listing: girl, bamboo, organic, set, boy, animal, toddler, elephant, infant, newborn, all these types of things, okay? So the most important words I would want to include in my title. Once I ran out of space in my title because I included as many of the keywords as I could, that's when I would start putting some of these other things in other places in my listing, like the backend search terms, the bullets, and the description. So that's where I'd put gift and Hudson and cute and unicorn and probably like other like animals that my product isn't really like, okay? So that's the gist of it. That only took me probably like 5 minutes with the help of Keyword Scout, but that's how I go about doing my product research, okay? I can't stress enough having the actual search volume from Amazon because that's extremely valuable to have. And I can't stress enough using a tool that gives you a lot of results that are relevant for your product, but also include other words besides just your seed keywords, okay? So let's just, why don't you guys drop a few, I don't want you to think this is like staged, so why don't you drop a few keywords in the chat box right now, and I'm gonna show you some examples of like the results that Keyword Scout gives back compared to some of the other tools that like we used to use, all right? So I think the chat's about like 5 or 10 seconds delayed, so I'll just wait a second here. And then I'm going to show you some examples, all right? While you do that, I'm going to go ahead and pull up this tool right here. Is pretty popular, called keywordtool.io. All right. Men's, oh, there's a lot coming in now. All right, we'll do essential amino acids. So let's go in here. Oh, there's tons of keywords coming in now. Essential amino acids. All right, so I guess the problem with me doing this example is I'm not very familiar with what this actually is, so I can't talk too much about, I guess if you're familiar with essential amino acids, you probably know what BCCA is and amino X and these other types of things. Let me actually do another search, but I mean, you can see that it comes back with tons of different things that aren't essential amino acids. And I know all these are very relevant for them, but let me actually choose someone else's keyword that probably like more people would be familiar with. Candle maker, that's one that I think I can. This is Super Ruse word. All right. So candle maker. This is not that popular of a search term. It only gets 304 exact match searches. But what are we looking here? So candle maker, it's showing us that all these things are relevant for people searching candle makers, right? Different types of wax. So candle wax, soy wax, let's see, wax for candle making, candle dye, scents, mold maker, DIY candle, pouring pot. Like something like pouring pot's a great example because I'm sure that that would be like the pot they use to melt the wax to make the actual candles, right? Makers of wax, candle science, all different types of things right here. So let's do this as a candle maker, and let's compare this to merchant words. And I really don't want to like bash on these guys because I like everyone over at Merchant Words. I used to use the product or whatever, but what's frustrating about this is, I just searched for candle maker and all of these searches have candle maker in it, right? Candle maker picture, candle maker pillar candle, whatever else. In comparison, they're not recommending soy wax. They're not recommending candle dye or mold maker or whatever that little like pot thing or whatever else is, right? So, I could have just bid on candle maker broad match and I would have shown up for all of these, right? Or alternatively, this one's pretty popular, keywordtool.io, candle maker. have Amazon selected. And you'll see here, candle maker kit. Again, it just includes all candle maker things. It doesn't give you other keywords that are relevant to candle makers, which is frustrating. The other thing is, like something like merchant words, they use Bing or Google data to come up with these search volumes. And what you'll see is that it's just not very accurate. So like candle maker gets 50,000, or they're estimating 50,000. In reality, it gets 304 exact match and 595 broad match. And you guys might be thinking like, oh, well, of course you say yours is accurate and theirs isn't. But like I said, you can test this yourself. Bid for if you have a candle maker, bid for candle maker, set your PPC bid at like $10 so that you know you're getting an impression every time there's a search for it. Wait a month to see how many impressions you get, and I guarantee you that it's going to be very close to this number. The next month might be a little bit different than the past month that we collected here, but it will be like next month is going to be a number probably very close to that. All right. Stephen Shea said Keyword Scout is much superior. Awesome, thank you very much. Let me find another one. Ice Cube Maker. This is what Liron Yatom on the YouTube chat said. What is that? Ice Cube Maker. All right. Ice Cube Maker, 9,400 exact match search volume, 22,000 broad match, which is good. All right. And what's related to Ice Cube Maker? Of course, ice cubes, ice cube makers, cube trays. That's good. But let's look back at some of these other things too. Like these would be other things that people searching for ice cube trays would be looking for. All right. They'd be looking for things like ice balls. Let's see, ball maker, countertop ice machines. Ice Genie is probably the brand name or like the type of some other tool, right? There's other things in here that, let's see, ball ice, cube ice, all different types of ice in here. Bourbon, that's actually, I bet, a really good keyword to include because people that want ice cube makers, a lot of the times it's like the balls that they drop in a glass of whiskey or bourbon, okay? So that'd be the type of thing that, again, like, I hate to pick on merchant words over here, but if we search for ice cube, what do we say? Ice cube maker, ice cube maker. Oops. It's not going to show up, right? These are all types of things that include the words ice cube maker. And as you can imagine, keywordtool.io does the same thing. All right. Let's see if we have one more example here. Just because sometimes when I watch people's live webinars like this, I'm like, yeah, you probably just planned all those ahead of time. So I want to search what you guys are actually asking for. Pia Schroens on YouTube says food storage bags. So let me go in here again to food storage bags. All right. And again, this is really good information to know. There's gallon size, there's quart size. These are all the things that people will be searching for, right? Glad's a brand name for it. Sandwich bags, snack bags, baggies, Ziploc. These are all types of things that people would be searching for this stasher. I'm not familiar with what that is, but people are searching for that and then end up buying these food storage bags, okay? So lots of good keyword ideas in here. As you can see, tons of results, 2,600 different results. So it's very powerful with lots of different keywords available for it, right? All right. And of course I could search for that somewhere like food storage bags. If we use something like keywordtool.io, food storage bags. And I think if you sign, I think that you actually used to be able to do a free account to get search volume data. They don't have that anymore. But again, it's all food storage bags with one word added on. And all they're doing to get this, let me just actually show you this real quick. All they're doing to get this is just looking at the autocomplete. So food storage bags, gallon, quart with twist ties, vacuum seal, whatever else. That's all they're showing you right here, right? Gallon, with twist ties, vacuum, quart, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. They're not giving you any of those other types of keywords that would be very similar to that. All right. All right. MV Seller just said, Gray, can you please give us an example of how to use this for finding products to sell? So I wouldn't use Keyword Scout as the first stage of to find a product to sell, right? I would use the product database or the niche hunter to find product ideas. However, now that I have the Keyword Scout, I would use this to verify the product idea before I'm gonna sell it. And I was just playing around on this the other day, and I came up with some pretty crazy findings. If I was about to sell diapers, which I wouldn't sell this product, I was shocked to find that the HSA bid for diapers is $35.70. All right, so if you go here, this, I guess, kind of makes sense, but it's Huggies, all right? Now, Huggies, they probably have a huge advertising budget. They don't really care that they're losing a ton of money every time someone clicks this because they want like the brand exposure associated with it, all right? But that means when I click this, I'm not gonna do it because I feel too bad, but anytime someone clicks on this product right here, Amazon charges Huggies $35.70, which is crazy, all right? Look at some of these other ones. Huggies, they're bidding $49, which I think $49 is actually the max bid, which is crazy, but some of these are very competitive. So let's see if we can find something else that is, what do you guys, drop an example of here what you think would be something that's really expensive or something else to check, right? But this is a really important thing to know. You know, if I would not want to go into a market where in order, you know, like the PPC bid's a little more reasonable, $5 and $8, but still you can't profitably run PPC campaigns when you're bidding $5 or $8 every time someone clicks on it. So this is why I can test this to make sure that that it's a niche that I want to go into. All right. All right, Teresa said, is the presentation gonna be available afterwards? Yes, the presentation will be available afterwards on our YouTube channel. Let's see. Andrew Lackham says phone. Let's go ahead and just type in phone right here. So these actually, the HSA bids for this aren't that expensive. I guess for some of them they are. We can actually sort by this and see. So the highest price ones, there are some that are very high. Office phone, desk phone. Again, let's see who's bidding for these things. But this is just like crazy, right? Like if you want to sell an office phone, Panasonic's doing it, but $49. So if I click on this right now, they get charged $49. As you can imagine, like the price of this, I'm sure the price of this whole phone's probably like $49, right? So you can't really like compete in markets like that. So it's really good to have that information before you go into it, all right? So I see some people in the chat box are asking about, real quick, let me answer Daniel's question. What do you mean by PPC broad? That's the broad match. So the same as the search volume, broad and exact match. Broad match, if I search for black wireless telephone or wireless telephone for my home, that would show up for broad. Whereas I have to search for the exact keyword, wireless telephone, nothing else before, in the middle, or after it in order for it to count as an exact match keyword, all right? So I see there's lots of keywords you guys are asking me to search in there, but I also see there's people asking about what to do if they want the Keyword Scout or if they're interested in it. So let me just show this to you guys real quick, and then we'll still have a few minutes left over to answer any other questions that you guys have, all right? So at the end of these webinars, everyone always blows up the chat box with, hey, if I want this, how much is it gonna cost me? Or are you offering any deals or whatever else? And for those of you who've been following Jungle Scout for a long time, you know that we very, very rarely ever offer deals. We don't like to do it. The Keyword Scout is included in all the web app plans, so if you already have it, you don't need it. But for everyone who sat through this webinar and for everyone who's in this with us, for the day that we're launching the Keyword Scout, I wanted to offer a special for you. So what we're going to do, we put together a package that includes 4 months of the startup version of Jungle Scout web app. So this includes the Keyword Scout, this includes the product tracker, this includes the product database. You get it for 4 months, which is a lot of time to find a product and then do some fabulous product research. We're doubling the amount of products you get to track, which normally would actually cost you the higher priced plan. So 4 months at $39, $156 value. In order to double your product tracks, that would cost you an additional $120 over the course of 4 months. We're gonna give you our hot niches and top keywords ebook, as well as access to a new PPC course we put together that's advanced tactics for PPC. And now you'll be able to use all these keywords that you're researching in the Keyword Scout in order to set up your PPC listings, all right? And I know a lot of people pay like thousands of dollars for PPC courses that probably aren't even as good as this. So that's like a $414 value. So what we're gonna do is we wanted to, again, celebrate this launch. We're excited about it. We're really happy with how the tool turned out. I think it's easily the most powerful tool in the industry. We did tons and tons of research and we were frustrated with all the other tools, and that's how this ended up getting built. So for $159, you get all this different stuff, which is a savings of $255. So big savings there. If you want access to it, you go to junglescout.com/keyword-scout, and we're dropping the link in the chat box as we speak. That being said, since we don't like doing discounts and we are giving out this replay, we don't want this deal to just be available forever, all right? This is to celebrate our launch. Today's the day that we launch. All of you guys are the ones on this webinar. So for the first 100 people who are purchasing this, they're the ones that are going to get this deal, all right? So it's $159, that's savings of $255, 4 months of the Jungle Scout web app, which includes the Keyword Scout, includes the product tracker, includes the product database. You get double the amount of product tracks, access to the ebook, as well as the PPC course. And again, first 100 people, after that, it's gone. So Ina T said, how long is the offer good for? I know 4,000 people signed up for this webinar and it's only available to the first 100 people. So I don't know for sure, but I'm guessing not very long, Ina. So just like with all of our products, there's a 14-day money-back guarantee. So if you're worried that, hey, what if I don't like this or whatever else, you can purchase it now and you use it tonight and you don't like it, then we'll give you your money back. I'm not worried about that happening, so I'm more than happy to offer this deal. So for the next 14 days, if you don't like it, just email us, no questions asked, we'll give you your money back. I'm confident that's not gonna happen, but if in case you're worried about that, then that's what you can do. So, to recap, $159, you can get it at junglescout.com/keyword-scout, and 4 months, double the product tracks, the ebook, the PPC course, that alone could be worth way more than $159. So savings of $255. To answer your question, John Kelly, this is the web app. This doesn't include the extension. The extension is a different product. So this is the web app. It includes the Keyword Scout, includes the product tracker, and includes the niche hunter, okay? Leo, we don't sell the PPC course individually. We just wanted to bundle it up with this particular package, all right? You can purchase it at junglescout.com/keyword-scout. Let me just go there right now so you guys can see what it looks like. junglescout.com/keyword-scout. I'm typing it in right there. And this is where you can purchase it, all right? So this is what the page looks like. You can go here, click any of the call to actions to purchase it. And like we said, we're gonna offer this to the first 100 people, all right? So if you guys are interested in, I wanna get some kind of idea of how long this is gonna last since it's only available to the first 100 people. Go ahead and drop in the chat box that yes, I'm purchasing. If you want to buy this, just so I can get an idea of how many other people are purchasing this, and then we get a better idea if this is only going to last like in 5 minutes or an hour or all night or whatever else. Can I use my existing account to buy? Nigel, if you're running into problems because you have an existing account set up, I would say try to do the checkout and it should work, but if for some reason it doesn't, you can contact us at hello@junglescout.com. and we're more than happy to get it set up for you. Randy, this does work for existing Jungle Scout users. You should be able to go through the checkout flow, and it would just upgrade, essentially switch over your account from what you have now into this. All right. Eddie, that's correct. The niche hunter is not included in the startup, so I apologize if I said that. I don't think I did. Whoa, we're getting a lot of people saying that purchased here. Flying Solo, done, purchased. Ina, yes. Chippa, liked it too. Rainless, yes, I'm buying. Ushman, link please. Ahmed, yes, I'm purchasing. David, yes, I'm purchasing. Steven, yes. Miguel, yes. Can I buy with PayPal? I wouldn't recommend it. PayPal is a huge hassle, Gamel. If that's the only way to purchase, our customer support team can send you an invoice to do so, but it's a little bit annoying sometimes. Like for you, it's not the best user experience, but if that's the only way you can do it, you can send us an email and we'll send you a PayPal link. Andy said buying. Sag says yes. A lot of people. Thanks. Yes, I'm buying. All right, so I don't know how many exactly that was, maybe 50 or something. Teresa, buying. Daryl, yes. Crypto, yes. Wow. How much will it cost after the 4 months? After the 4 months, you can extend it at our normal rates. So this is the for the first 4 months. Wilda says, yes, I'm purchasing. Ushman, PayPal link. You can email us at hello@junglescout.com and we'll send you a PayPal link, but PayPal is so clunky, we really don't like to do it. Rebecca says yes, Ann says yes, I'm purchasing. Great webinar. I'm excited to share Keyword Scout with my audience. Thank you very much, Rich. Haronda said purchase using it now. Ramal bought it. Erniz bought it. Will R said yes, purchasing. Wow. Okay. So I guess if it doesn't work, it might be because the 100 are sold out. But what I would recommend doing, just in case, if for some reason it's not working for you, you can just send us an email at hello@junglescout.com. Carl says purchase, so I guess it's still working. Claude says buying. I'm really glad you guys are liking it. Let me know if you have any other questions for me. I'll be more than happy to answer them for you. Let me just put this back up on the screen so that you guys know where to go if you're interested. So it's junglescout.com/keyword-scout. Postal code for Canada doesn't work. Just shoot us an email, support@junglescout.com. We're more than happy to get you set up for it. Ina says, is Jungle Scout now SaaS? So the Chrome extension's different, Ina, than the web app. The web app is SaaS. So that's software as a subscription. And we'll help you out with that. Sag Bazaar. I personally don't speak Spanish, no español. But if you email our support, we do have some Spanish speaking people on our support team. So, Four Seasons Shopping said, I bought it. Where's the ebook? You'll be sent the ebook in a confirmation email after you purchase it. All right. So you'll have that. Don F says, hey man, add another 100 for other people. I think it still works. I don't think it's cut off yet. So I think we're still good. And like I said, we don't really like to do deals. So I don't want to just kind of extend it forever. Josh said he got it. Yalda, thanks for the great webinar. Wow, most powerful keyword research tool in the market. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Yeah, guys, so the ones that you bought and you're asking about the ebook, that's going to be emailed to you at shortly. It may take a little while for it to land your inbox, but yeah. If you guys are having any problems, I don't want you guys panic about this. So if there's some problem with the checkout or whatever else, just shoot us an email, hello@junglescout.com. Just say, hey, I was on the webinar. I tried to buy it during the webinar, when it was for sale and everything. And our customer support team will hook you up. All right. So it's, that part of it's not a big deal. All right. It looks like some people that have existing accounts may be running into some issues with the checkout. So we'll definitely get you guys hooked up with that. So just like I said, shoot us an email, hello@junglescout.com, and we'll make sure to handle those certain cases. With certain existing subscriptions, it might not have been able to handle like the transition to this different plan correctly. So yeah. Don says, everyone loves a deal, even you. Yeah, why not, right? Speaking of deals, it's almost Amazon Prime Day. I'm excited for that. That's like the biggest sales day of the year for Amazon sellers. Amazon hasn't announced it, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be July 12th, I think. I think that's the second Tuesday in July, and I bet that's it. So, yeah, speaking of deals, I'm excited for that as well. Let me guys know if you have any other questions or if you're running into any other product problems. It looks like a few of you guys are running into the problem that you had an existing account and it won't transition over to the new deal. So like I said, just shoot us an email, hello@junglescout or support@junglescout.com. We'll get you set up. Mr. Know-It-All, what if we want to buy Keyword Scout later this year? You'll be able to purchase it later this year at the normal rate. Or Billy said you can use a different email to do so, and that's totally fine too. How do you do giveaways without using a paid service? You could use something like Facebook groups or whatever else. Of course, one of our sister products, JumpSend, helps with the giveaways, and most people find it's way more efficient, cheaper, and less headaches than trying to use a free service. It's only $29, so it's kind of a no-brainer. Mr. Anderson, the ebooks are going to be emailed out to you, okay? Let's see. Keyword Scout's not included as just a solo unit. You'd have to buy it within the web app, okay? What do you mean by recommended giveaway? Marcelo, the recommended giveaway is how many products you would have to run a deal on, so like run a promotion on, in order to rank in the top 1, 2, 3-ish spots for that particular keyword, okay? So you can find the keywords that are the most relevant or the best for your particular product, and then that helps you with how many units you need to give away to rank well for it, all right? Mr. Anderson, can you use JumpSend for all products like shirts and tank tops? Yeah, you can put any product there up on JumpSend. Where do you find the ASIN? Billy sorry, I'm gonna butcher your last name, so I'm not gonna say it. You find the ASIN, there's 2 spots to find it, right? So I'm gonna click on this right here. One spot you can find it is in the search bar right here. So this is the ASIN. I always grab it out of there just because it's a little bit quicker. But what's easier for most people is to go down here under the product information, and I can grab this ASIN, okay? And then if I go back into the Keyword Scout, I paste the ASIN right there. And then this is gonna give me all the keywords, right, that this particular phone ranks for. So it ranks for 153 different keywords, and these are them. Office phone, at-home office, iPhone, 2 phones, phone for office, AT&T telephone, one-line phone, all these different kinds of things. Nebby, Keyword Scout's included in all of the web app packages. Oh, good question. Chris Coate, how does this tool relate to the word cloud output on the extension? Good question. The word cloud output on the extension shows you which keywords are most relevant, are most used in that particular listing. So the idea there is to see which are the most popular for that listing, not what search volumes are for those, not what the search volumes are associated with those products. But what you can do is you could take those keywords out of the word cloud, right? Like solo cup, type it in, if that was one of the words. I'm not very creative. I'm just looking down at the table and I have a cup here. I could type that in and say like, okay, there's 40 searches per month of exact match, 503 of broad match. Shay says, Greg, you guys are doing an amazing job. Thank you very much, Shay. We're trying. I'm really proud of the team that we've built here at Jungle Scout. We're man, there's like 75 people now of really brilliant minds. So it's not just me. I have a whole team of brilliant people behind me helping me with it. So I have to give all the credit to them. I'm just the one that's probably most excited about the launch. So that's why I'm on here on this webinar. Do you have videos to help with product selection using product database on Niche Hunter? Yeah, so you can actually just go in here to the product database. There's the tutorial right here at the top right. Or the other thing you can do is you can just search our YouTube channel. On our YouTube channel, we have tons and tons of different tutorials for it, all right? Leticia, what's the help email for support? You can just send us an email. Let me put it right on here so you guys have it, all right? So it's just hello@junglescout.com. So if you guys have any questions, you have any trouble checking out, whatever else, you can email our team right here, hello@junglescout.com. JumpSend now has keyword targeting URLs for your product promotions. That's right. So that's actually something we released on JumpSend just a few weeks ago, but now you can choose which keywords. So I would choose, like for that example that I gave, like hooded baby towel, because it was the most relevant with the most searches for my particular product. And that's the keyword I would target when I was doing my giveaways. So when I go in here, let's just look at that real quick. So I'm going to go into Keyword Scout. I'm going to do hooded baby towel. All right, so if I did hoodie baby towel, it's recommending that in order to rank for this keyword, and this, we use a number of factors to come up with this, but it's like demand and search volume and competition, a number of things. It's recommending I give away 19 per day for about a week to 2 weeks in order to rank in the top 2-3 spots. So this is the keyword that I would use. It has 16,000 broad match. This is the keyword that I would use in the keyword targeted URL if I was using JumpSend to do so. Demetrius says, I've been reselling for years. This is my first look into creating my own product. What's the first thing on Jungle Scout I need to look into to start this journey? Demetrius, if I was you, I would probably start with Jungle Scout's $1 million case study, okay? So if you go to junglescout.com, go into the free resources right here at the top, the $1 million case study. This is a totally free case study that we did where we launched and built a physical products company to $1 million in sales. Now, we're not quite to $1 million yet, but I think we're at like 700,000 or something else. And completely transparently, we share every detail totally for free. You can figure out how to find the product, how to launch the product, and everything else, all right? So these are, so that's like a fantastic resource if you're looking to launch your own product. Sorry, a lot of questions coming in here. What's a good number of keywords for PPC? Really, the more the better. If it's not relevant for your product, Amazon's not going to give you impressions anyway. And as long as they're profitable, then continue to do it, right? So, yeah. And Kit, for any of the keywords that the PPC data is not available, it's because it's still rotating through the system since we just launched it today. I think like it was like 70-something%, and then it was going to finish sometime tomorrow. So when you check it, if you check it out again tomorrow, any of those ones that are missing are going to be filled in. What's the formula for the number of giveaways? Like I said, we take into account a number of things. We've never released the formula, but it's like how much demand there is. So like how many units are being sold for that keyword, what the competition's like, what the search volume's like, a number of different factors like that. And that's how we figured it out. All right. What discount? What discount should be giving away? Do you think 90% coupons still work? Yes, Gargi. The 90% coupons still work for boosting your sales velocity, all right? For the backend search terms, do you put baby hooded towel, baby bath set, or do you not repeat the word baby? There's no word to repeat the word, no need to repeat the word, blah, I can't talk anymore. There's no need to repeat the word baby, Michelle. Demetrius said, I also bought this special deal. I'm really looking forward to it. Awesome. Thank you very much. I'm glad you're a customer. If there's anything else we can do to help, hello@junglescout.com. The email's at the bottom. Our team is fantastic. They'll help Amazon sellers with whatever questions they have. Our team works 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, okay? The response times are low, and we're constantly working around the clock. So you can email us tonight, and you'll get a response some other time later tonight. I'm just a dad. Said signed up, got a receipt. Yay. Awesome. We're very excited. Amir said, how long does it normally take after launch to get your first review? It depends how many sales you get. You know, I think you could, sorry, I'm trying to read and talk here. You could roughly assume that like 5% of sales result in a review. So after you sell 20 items, you probably will get about your first review. MV Seller says, hey, on the slide you have hello at Jungle Scout, and in the chat they said support Jungle Scout. Sorry, they both go to the same place. It doesn't matter. So support at junglescout.com, hello at junglescout.com. That all goes to our support team, and they're more than happy to help you out. What about Amazon Australia? Amazon Australia is still a very small market, okay? So we don't support it at the moment, but we will a little bit later this year. I don't know exactly when, but since it's still such a small market and there's such low volume on there, I don't really recommend anyone sells in there right now. I'm sure over time it's gonna become more popular, but if you think about it, like Australia roughly has the population of Canada, and even like Amazon.ca, which has been around for a very long time, still has pretty low volume. So I wouldn't even really recommend to sell there. And my overall understanding of like online shopping culture of Australia is it's even like a little bit lower than Canada. So I wouldn't really recommend you choose that. Until when's the discount useful? Until 100 people have checked out, and then you'll get a page just saying that it's been closed. What's jump send? I can just show this to you really quick, and then I'll jump back into other questions that are a little bit more relevant for this particular webinar. But jump send is another product of ours. Jump send helps you launch products on Amazon and then get reviews, okay? So it distributes coupons to shoppers who are looking for deals, all right? So if I go here to the deals page, you'll see there's, whoops, I was already logged in. Let me just do this. All right, so all these deals these are all people that are using JumpSend. These are Amazon sellers, and they're looking to get additional sales to boost their sales velocity, which then results in better keyword ranking, okay? So yeah, so what they've done, like this person right here, they've probably created, like 50 coupons, all right? They want people to purchase this creation cubes at, I think it said 50% off. Let's see, yeah, at 50% off, okay? So they probably want to give away like 100 coupons at 50% off, but they need people who are willing to purchase the product at 50% off. So what we have here is we have a group of over 100,000 shoppers that are looking for deals. So these are like bargain hunter type people, okay? So what the bargain hunters can do is they can go on here, they can request these items, and when they request them, they're put into a queue, and the Amazon sellers can approve as many people as they want in each individual day, okay? So this helps them get additional sales, which then boost their rank. So the more sales you get, the better you rank for those particular keywords, all right? The better you rank for the particular keywords, again, the more sales you get because you show up higher, and it's kind of like how you get started on Amazon or how you improve the rank of a particular product. In addition, JumpSend sends follow-up emails to all your customers, whether or not they buy with a coupon or not. And the follow-up emails can do things like provide an ebook, ask for review, ask for feedback, all those types of things. So all of those things improve the number of reviews that you get. So that's JumpSend in a nutshell. If you can of course go there and check it out. So Mara, what email service would you recommend? JumpSend does that. So it not only does the coupon distribution to get deals, but it also sends follow-up emails to all your customers, not just the people who ask for your deals, okay? Online sports, yes. Keyword Scout comes with the web app. Daphne, if I get the web app later, will the Keyword Scout be with it? Yes. Now that we've launched the Keyword Scout, it comes with all web app memberships. Wow. All right. Chris Coate just said, just use the tool during the webinar to change my title. 10 minutes later, I had 5 new sales on that particular item. Correlation? I'd say so. Well done, Jungle Scout. Dang, we need to take a screenshot of that and use that for like a testimonial. That almost seems like that's actually pretty incredible. 10 minutes later, I had 5 new sales for that particular item. Wow. Those, I would say, all right, so those, what's the saying? Your results may vary. No, I wouldn't say expect 5 new sales after 10 minutes from using Keyword Scout, but I guess that is a pretty amazing success story, Chris Coate. Thank you very much for that. Marcus says, is JumpSend better than Feedback Genius? Of course, I'm a little bit biased, but our customers tend to think so. One, we have better email templates, better analytics. It's included with all the deals pages. We include some really cool things in the template, like the like it shows you a little picture, like the number of stars, which has a much higher click-through rate. So there's a whole bunch of things that I feel confident are a lot better than Feedback Genius. Amir says, just JumpSend. We're kind of getting off topic here a little bit with the JumpSend stuff. So let me try to focus on keyword research type questions, since that's what this webinar is about. If you're interested in JumpSend, just head over to jumpsend.com and check it out. There's tons of content on there. There's a totally free trial, so you could sign up and check it out if you're interested. Roxana says, impressive 5 new sales. I think so too. That's amazing. Jesse, don't worry about the platinum keywords. There's no real difference there. Let me see here. Are there any other uses for Keyword Scout that you have not mentioned? There's a lot of uses for Keyword Scout. I'd say that people are using it to see like which keywords to target for their product launches. Of course, when you're building their listings, of course, when you're doing PPC. I think people are using this data also when they're not selling on Amazon. So if they're selling on Walmart or their own Shopify stores or whatever else, this is still, since Amazon's the biggest sales platform, like the biggest marketplace in the world, it's still really valuable information to have whether you're trying to optimize other things too. So yeah, tons of good info there. Steve says, Jungle Scout have pre-vetted manufacturers, production of private label products. No, we don't. We're not in that business. B said, what if I just started today? Then first of all, congratulations. The best time to start was 10 years ago. The second best time to start is today. So if I was you, I'd check out the $1 Million Case Study. Like I said, totally free content where we start and build a business. We show you what products we're selling. It's 100% transparent. So it's very valuable for you to have. Let's see. Scott Wen said, how can you relate keyword search volume to conversion rate? Is there a way to tell us information? Unfortunately not, because as you can imagine, it heavily depends on what products are being shown for that keyword. If the product's less relative, then of course the conversion rate's not going to be as good. And there's a million other things that factor into conversion rate, like the quality of your listing, the price, all these different types of things. So the keyword search volume has no correlation to the conversion rate. Cool. Well, we're 15 minutes past the hour. Guys, I meant to cut this off at the hour, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. If you have any other questions that weren't answered, the team at Jungle Scout is more than happy to support you on whether it's about the Keyword Scout or your Amazon business or product research or whatever else. So you can find us at this email I put in the bottom, hello@junglescout.com. Like I said, our team, I think we have like 15 or 20 customer support reps now, and they work 24/7. So we're working around the clock to help you guys as fast as we can. If you're still interested in the deal, it seems like it's still working because someone just said that they bought it. I don't think that the 100 have been sold yet. So you can find it at junglescout.com/keyword-scout. These are all things you get included with it. And I'm very excited that I'm very happy with all you guys that have joined this. I've really enjoyed this webinar. You guys rock, and I will see you next time. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.